What really surprised me and what I learned as I went through is that investors are very receptive to opportunities, provided they are presented factually, openly, honestly, and they're well reasoned. Investors out there are always looking for opportunities, and if you treat them with respect and you're open and transparent, you're going to have some success for that. I would say the most important thing for any entrepreneur to do is always to listen. Listen to those who are knowledgeable and experienced. And if anybody comes through with something that's too good to be true, invariably it is too good to be true. And there's always promoters and charlatans and whatever. So one of the things that I learned to do, I think, was to differentiate between those who know and those who don't know. And always have yourself surrounded by people who know far more than you do. I'm not a geologist, I'm not an engineer, but I've spent enough time now listening to geologists and engineers. I can then sense people like Mel Herderick and Jorge Diaz, that they're actually telling me the truth and not just spinning me a yarn. It all comes down to the individual. And I think it's very important here. It's something that I learned pretty early in life, which is this: not everybody's the same. Not everybody wants to be a leader. Not everybody wants to be a follower. And every part is very important, just like a clock, the old clocks, where every wheel, big and small, are all important. It doesn't work if they're not all together. So just because an individual is not a, quote, a leader or an entrepreneur doesn't make them any less. And being the leader and entrepreneur, what they have to understand is that that's the harder road. It's the one where you fail and you stand up. To understand that failure is not something that should be measured unless you can be honest to yourself and say, you caused that. Sometimes failure is the project was never going to work. It was the wrong time, the wrong environment. But there's a lot to be learned from that. And the advice I would give to any young entrepreneur or even older entrepreneur coming through, which is basically you be honest with yourself and be realistic and understand there's a big difference between an obstacle and a challenge. An obstacle is a fact of life. You can do nothing about it. The price of gold, it's a fact of life. A challenge should always be seen as an opportunity. And that means that opportunity you have to develop something, you have a business plan, but you must be realistic enough to know that you need to change it from time to time. So I think that's really key. That he followed his commitment financially, in time and effort, and that he didn't give up at the first and second hurdle, but had a clear vision is to go through to success. And success to me means you've done your best. So if there's ever a reflection on what I've done, whether it's in mining or whether it's in Thailand with the Hill Tribe or any venture, I would like there to be that this guy made a commitment and he followed through on the commitment. He didn't abandon it.